Hello everyone, this is TSET and welcome to another Catan video here on my channel. So playing the base game and I am in the first position here. Noticing that there is not a lot of ore. Yeah, I mean 659 seems to be a pretty strong first placement. But because there is not a lot of ore, maybe 9510 is a good spot. I'm also considering 834 here. I surely believe something like 834, 910 could be a decent setup. Just play overweight cheap. I like 693 here as well. So if I go for 659 here, I have to point up, try and go for the sheep board. 8510 will be picked up. 693 and 834 will be picked up as well. So when it comes back to me, there's 834 will be picked up. Yeah, there is some chance I can get a placement on maybe 910 2, which is not a bad choice to be honest with my current setup. Even something like 9 10 11 is fine. Maybe I can even get a settlement on 9 10 and get overproduction. Yeah, I believe at least the 10 brick will be open for me. And if not the 10 brick, I think something like 5 4 11 or 9 4 11 might be an option. So based on that, I think I'll just go for a high production first spot. I mean, surely something like 834 or 693 would have been a little more of a nuanced pick. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's take a look at my opponent here. So global top 500, red is in a pretty decent position. Okay, just played 44 games, so and global 1700. So green is still a little new, I would say, at least in this season, and the global 710. So I mean that means that this would be a very important game for me, because if I lose this game, I will lose out on quite a lot of ELO points or ELO ratings. Right now my rank is on 18. Let's take a look at the, yeah, right now my rank is at 18, and if I lose something like 15 or 10 ELO ratings, I'll fall down out of the top 20. Yeah, I mean top 10 is not achievable in this game. Even if I win, I will get something like 12 or 14 15 points. That will put me in 12th or 11th position, but that is close to the top 10. So surely I would want to win this game. Now if I were green here, I would surely go for something like maybe 834 or 8510. I like both of them. I mean, that does leave something like 834, 9511, sorry, 9411 for blue. So, but blue still gets a very, very strong setup here. Yeah, like 8510, 6311. Just give up on ore. On a low ore boat, I don't think that is too big of a deal. And just get a very strong road building setup here. So then I think red here gets 834 as an option. With the access to the brick port, that does seem a little strong. Has some wood, decent wheat and some ore. Does not have sheep, but then has access to the 3:1 port and the brick port. And with 6 and 8, the brick port will surely come in handy. Let's see. Blue is thinking, but I think blue has to decide if they are willing to give up on ore. I would have surely gone for something like 8 5 10 6 3 11 here. And when it comes to pointing my road, I don't think so. Pointing down, I mean, pointing towards the 3:1 port is useful, but then anyone who places a settlement on 9 10 11 or 9 10 2 can immediately plow you. So it is a risky choice, especially because blue is in fourth position here. So yeah, point up and point to the left. Yeah, looks like blue has gone for the same choice here. Yeah, okay. Pointing down, as I said, I think that maybe a little bit of a mistake. Still playable though. Now, I think green is quite happy to go for 834. Just get production of all 5 resources. Although the numbers are repeating, it's not too bad. That would leave something like 9 10 11 or okay. So green does go for the 9 4 11 like a overweight cheap setup. Leaving red to go for 834. Yeah, I think red is in a very strong position. Here I also have the option of going for 5-4, point to the right, and then get a settlement on 10 to play a overweight cheap game. The thing is, if I go for 9-10-2 and I plow blue to the 5-2 spot, there is a good chance blue can plow me on the sheep port. Like if a few 5s and 8s roll in the first round, blue has already started with 1.5 roads in hand, like 2 bricks and a wood in hand. I'm not sure what red is thinking about. I think 834 is quite an obvious choice here. I'll be surprised if red goes for anything other than 834. Wow. I mean, goes for 510. I mean, this is a pretty good case for me because here I think I would like to get to the sheep port and to 6 5 6 11 12. The 3:1 port will also come in handy, I would say. Let's see if I get this trade. I will build 2 roads towards 9-10. That would give me ore production, which I don't have any of right now. But I think I'll hold on to these cards. I know it is a risk. Yeah, it's a risk that I'm surely going to take here. Like now all I need is a 8 and a 5 to roll. So overall my production is very strong. I mean, I don't mind giving up a sheep here if I'm getting a ore. Let's see. If I get an ore, I'll go for it. I mean, blue is accepting a 1:2 here. So yeah, now all I'm hoping for a single 8-2 roll, and that way I'll get a road settlement. I think blue is also trying to get. Yeah, I think blue is trying to build 3 roads here because a 5 has rolled, a 6 and a 11 has rolled. Okay, so now let's see. I'll surely ask for this. If not, I can still just target blue. I don't mind offering a 2:1 here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm surprised. Okay, so if that is the case, I'll just build a road here and end my turn. I mean, the sheep port is still useful. Once I get a city, getting a city might not be the easiest thing to do, but maybe I'll get a few trades with green. Okay, so now all I need is a couple of 8s to roll. Maybe I can get a sheep for brick trade with red. Yeah, red will accept this. Yeah, wow, surprising red doesn't accept that. So let's see if I get a trade like this or a trade like this. I mean, I think I'm okay with doing a 2:1 here and just buy a dev card. Wow, I get a VP. Maybe I wasn't okay with it. Yeah, these 6s have been rolling quite a bit. Blue gets that settlement. I need a break and red has quite a lot of it. I mean, green here still has a very strong overweight sheep. Yeah, I'll do a trade for ore. but a trade for anything else is not too useful at this point. I would have a few more eights would have actually given me a pretty decent setup. Unfortunate thing, I think only one or two eights have rolled this game so far. Let's see. Okay, if okay, I got an over here. Let's see if I get a trade again. Green did say okay. Uh, let's see if I get this trade, I will basically get a city, and at this point, that will be quite a strong city for me. If not, I can just hold on to these cards. Yeah, here tens have rolled a lot compared to eights, which is unfortunate. Another six will help me get a 2:1 and give me the city that I'm looking for. Let's see. I might even offer a. Let's see if I get this trade. Yeah, I don't mind doing this because this still gives me a strong city. Yeah, now my focus is to get a settlement on the 3:1 port. Yeah, I think the 5 wood is going to be targeted. I mean, red is also in a very strong position, but I believe I am going to be the target here and not anything that I can do about it. Let's see. I mean, if I get break, I'm fine with it as well. Here I will target red, trying to get some break. I don't get it, but let's see. If I get a trade like this, I'll still be able to buy a dev card. If not, I'll just do a 2:1 and build my road. Especially because eights are not rolling that frequently. Here, I have to give up a few cards. I will hold on to a couple of sheep so that I can do a 2:1 if I need to. Yeah, does target red, which I think is the right thing to do. And I agree with green. Blocking the fly does not do anything. I still have wood production on 4. Blue can actually build a road settlement. Okay, luckily doesn't even try to do that. Let's see if anybody wants this trade. If not, I think I just have to end my turn. There is not a lot that I can do. I mean, blue is in a decent position as well. With the production blue has here, I would love to roll a... Actually, I was going to say I love to roll a 7, but I don't want to roll a 7 now because even I am at 8 cards. Yeah, let's see if I get any trades. I'll surely try and get some. Does a 2:1 give me a city? No. Here I think I'll just get a settlement. I can buy a dev card doing a 3:1. Do I give up all my wheat? I think it's fine. I can give up either wheat or sheep. The thing is, I think the 9 wheat is going to be blocked. I don't think so. The 6 sheep is going to be blocked anytime. Actually, maybe. If red rolls a 7, the 6 sheep might be targeted. So let me convert my wheat into... Okay, I get a dev card. Exactly the card that I'm looking for. Here, green can get a second city as well. So I would still like the 9 wheat to be blocked so that green and red do not get wheats there. That said, I think blue has started holding on for a city as well. Blue has a couple of ores in hand, I would say. Blue did a 3:1 last turn and bought a ore. Yeah. And I think even before that, they are holding on to an ore in hand since quite some time. Green here gets a second city, puts them in a pretty strong position. Okay, blue is basically securing the longest road. I mean, let's see. Do I want to target blue here? I think blue can be blocked, to be honest. But I will continue to target green. I get a break, I don't mind that at all. I can get a road settlement on the ore port. It doesn't help me in any way, but I think will help me, like, just improves my production. Or do I buy a dev card here? I think buying a dev card is also fine. If I'm fighting for the army, maybe buying a dev card makes sense. Okay, I get another VP, which is a little bit of a issue, I would say. Yeah. Steals my wood, which is okay. Red gives up on 4 bricks there, which is huge. Yeah, because of those couple of 8. Yeah, so red, I think blue, yeah, blue gets a city here. Blue is now almost at 8 points. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do here. The 4 is nice. So now a 9 or a 3 will give me the settlement that I'm looking for. Okay, exactly the role that I wanted. Wait, what is this offer? I mean, I don't mind doing that. It basically gives me a city. Yeah, I will not do it for a wheat. If I'm getting a wheat and a ore with it, I think this is still okay. Just thinking if green has a monopoly here. I mean, I think this is still fine. Basically, gets me close to a city, and I think getting ore is quite nice. Okay, yeah. In the end, I did a 2:1 for ore, I would say. Did expect green having a monopoly there, so I would say it is my fault. I still need a 9 and a 5 to roll so that I can buy a dev card and a settlement. Yeah, 11 is a pretty good roll for blue. Let's see if I get this trade. Basically, just gives me a dev card. Otherwise, I'll just end my turn. Also, a little worried that blue might want to plow me to the ore port. Let's see. I mean, green takes the army. Hopefully, steals my wood. Yeah, targets blue. I don't mind that at all. I think that is the right thing to do. Yeah, blue here can buy a couple of dev cards and maybe try and get VPs. Wait, uh, blue. Okay, blue can get a settlement. Hopefully, I roll a 7. Okay, don't do that. But do I get a settlement or do I get a dev card? The thing is, if I get a knight, green is most likely going to take the largest army. Maybe I just secure a settlement for now. I have kept the road dangling for quite a while. But yeah, exactly. I mean, the ore port doesn't do much for me. Also, the brick production is not something that is going to help me. Okay, I get a monopoly. So in the end, works out to be a good choice, I would say. Yeah, maybe I can just play a monopoly on, like if a 9 rolls and then a couple of 3s or 4s roll, maybe I can just play a monopoly on or get 2 cities. Yeah, red here would want to plow blue. Yeah, looks like that is the case. That is pretty good here. Okay, so that 3, I mean, green will just buy a couple of dev cards. So green will make use of all the ore that they have. Maybe have one ore in the hand. Blue has 2 ores and 2 wheats here, so blue will get a city. Yeah. Okay, so 9 is a good roll for me. Now I think 3 would be the best case scenario. Because if for 3 rolls I can play a very strong monopoly. Yeah, the 5 doesn't help me much. I can just get a settlement that would put me on 8 points and not do anything else. A 9 did roll. So green has, I mean, there is a lot of wheat available, but there is some ore available as well. I think playing a monopoly on ore is better. So this gives me a city and I can buy a dev card here as well. Get a knight, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. Just hoping that green has a bunch of knights in hand. Yeah, green just wins with 2 VPs. Or maybe 3, not sure. Yeah, but then, yeah, a lot of 6s that game, but like green was always strong. I'm not sure what I could have done differently here. Very few 8s, quite a few 9s. I think accepting that 2:1 with green or maybe 3:3 with green was a mistake. I fell for that trap. Also getting VPs instead of knights, I think knights would have been better. It would have helped me unblock myself and green would not have had the largest army there. So getting those knights was just unfortunate. Yeah. Overall a decent game, but I lose 8 elo points there. That does put me out of the top 20. Only 6 days left for the season and I think my personal best has been 12. Hopefully I can get to the top 10 in those days. Anyway, bye for now and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.